They call them golden handcuffs, a term for high-paying jobs that trap you through lifestyle rather than liberate you through wealth. The salary looks like freedom on paper, but the lifestyle it creates is actually a prison, a beautiful prison you build yourself unknowingly. You need the income to service the debt. You need the debt to maintain the image. You need the image to justify the career. The circle closes around you gradually over time. By the time you realize you are trapped, the handcuffs are already locked tight. Quitting means financial collapse immediately. Staying means perpetual slavery to a lifestyle that owns you completely. Both options feel impossible. Millions of high earners are wearing golden handcuffs right now in 2026. Some know it consciously. Most do not realize it yet. Let me show you exactly how the trap closes around high earners and, more importantly, how to break free before it is too late. I need to tell you something that might sound strange at first. Earning a high income is one of the most dangerous things for wealth. Not because money is bad, obviously, but because high income creates an illusion so convincing that most people never see through it until decades have passed and wealth was never actually built. Despite the high income flowing consistently, the person earning $50,000 knows they must be careful always. Constraints are obvious to them. Limits are clear. Every purchase requires consideration. The person earning $200,000 believes the constraints have disappeared completely. The money flows abundantly. Purchases no longer require careful thought. The lifestyle expands to match the income quickly, then exceeds it entirely, then requires debt to sustain. The trap is set perfectly. This is high-income poverty, the bizarre financial condition where people earning enormous sums have virtually nothing in actual wealth accumulated. Impressive salaries create impressive lifestyles but zero actual wealth. The outside appearance of success masks the inside reality of fragility. If your income is high but your net worth is not, this video will explain exactly why. The answer will change how you see everything. Subscribe and hit that like button right now, because understanding this trap is the very first step to escaping it completely forever. Let me walk you through exactly how the golden handcuffs lock into place around high earners. Stage 1 is the initial income jump. You land the big job finally. The offer letter shows a number that seemed impossible years ago. 6 figures, maybe multiple 6 figures. You feel like you have made it completely. The struggle is finally over. Financial stress is a thing of the past forever. You believe this emotional experience is extremely dangerous because it creates permission. Permission to finally live fully. Permission to reward yourself for sacrifice. Permission to upgrade everything that felt inadequate before in your life. The permission feels earned. It feels deserved. It feels completely natural. But this permission becomes the first link in your handcuffs forever. The trap begins with feeling you deserve to spend what you now earn. Stage 2 is the lifestyle expansion that follows naturally. The upgrades begin innocently enough at first. They always seem reasonable individually. A nicer apartment in a better neighborhood comes first. A reliable car that reflects your new position follows. Better clothes for professional image. Dinners at restaurants where colleagues and clients expect to see you regularly. Each individual upgrade seems perfectly reasonable at the time you make it. You can afford it now. After all, the monthly payments fit comfortably within your new income level. You are not being extravagant, you tell yourself. You are simply living appropriately for your earning level, but the upgrades compound faster than you realize they are compounding. The apartment becomes a house quickly. The car becomes a luxury vehicle. The wardrobe becomes designer labels. The occasional dinner becomes standard. The vacation becomes international luxury. The watch becomes a statement piece. Within 2 years, your lifestyle has expanded to consume your entire income. Often, it has exceeded your income entirely with the gap covered by debt. You are earning $200,000 and spending $210,000. This is a mathematical impossibility. The math does not work, but the lifestyle continues anyway. The debt grows quietly in the background while the appearances remain impressive to everyone. Stage 3 is the identity fusion. Here is where escape becomes truly difficult. Your lifestyle is no longer just how you live day to day. It becomes who you are, fundamentally. Your identity fuses with your consumption patterns completely. You are someone who drives that specific car, who lives in that prestigious neighborhood, who wears those specific brands, who takes those exclusive vacations. Downgrading any element feels like losing part of yourself completely. This identity fusion creates psychological barriers far stronger than financial ones. Logically, you should reduce spending significantly. Emotionally, you cannot imagine becoming someone who drives a Honda when you currently drive BMW. The identity cost feels unbearable, even when the financial cost is destroying you slowly. The psychological trap is now stronger than the financial trap. Stage 4 is the dependency lock. Now the handcuffs are truly golden and truly locked. Your lifestyle requires your income to continue functioning. Your income requires your job to continue. Your job requires you to show up regardless of fulfillment or purpose or desire. No choice remains. You cannot quit your job. You cannot take a sabbatical. You cannot pursue something more meaningful but less lucrative. All options are blocked completely. You cannot start that business you dream about freely. You cannot relocate to somewhere cheaper and slower paced. Every option involving income reduction is blocked. The golden handcuffs are now completely locked tight. You are now working for your lifestyle rather than your lifestyle serving you as it should. The relationship has completely inverted from what it should be, and most people never notice exactly when it happens. The trap closes silently. Stage 5 is the wealth prevention consequence. While trapped in this cycle, actual wealth building becomes nearly impossible to achieve no matter what. There is no surplus remaining to invest for the future. There is no margin to accumulate wealth. Every dollar arrives already assigned to lifestyle maintenance. Years pass slowly. Decades pass eventually. The income was always impressively high. The lifestyle was always impressively maintained, but the net worth never materialized. Retirement accounts are severely underfunded. Investment portfolios are minimal. Home equity is the only asset and it is leveraged maximum. This is high-income poverty fully realized completely. Rich on paper with impressive salary. Broke in reality with no actual wealth. Trapped in golden handcuffs that never felt like handcuffs until it was already too late to easily escape. The trap worked perfectly as designed. Let me show you the specific traps that create this condition in 2026. These are the mechanisms that lock the golden handcuffs tighter every year. The housing trap is the largest handcuff by far in 2026. High earners buy too much house consistently, not because they are irresponsible, but because messaging they are told this is what success looks like constantly. The prestigious neighborhood, the impressive address, the home that signals you have finally arrived. Mortgage payments consume 35 or even 40% of gross income monthly. Property taxes add significantly more burden. Maintenance and upgrades add even more. The house requires furniture that matches its level appropriately, landscaping that maintains its appearance, improvements that preserve its value over time constantly. A family earning $300,000 buys a $1.2 million home. The monthly housing cost approaches $8,000 every single month, $96,000 annually just for shelter alone. Add utilities and maintenance and the number exceeds $100,000 yearly, one-third of everything. Wealth building incapacity completely destroyed by square footage that impresses neighbors who do not actually care about your house at all. Ultimately, the transportation trap follows predictably next. The house in the prestigious neighborhood requires vehicles that match appropriately. A luxury SUV for the family, a premium sedan for the professional image required, perhaps a third vehicle for convenience. 2 car payments totaling $1,500 monthly minimum. Insurance premiums elevated by vehicle values significantly. Maintenance costs elevated by luxury engineering. Depreciation accelerating on assets that lose 20% immediately. $20,000 annually or more on transportation alone. Not for utility purposes, for image purposes, for identity purposes, for keeping up appearances. The private school trap catches high earners with children effectively. Public schools in the prestigious neighborhood might actually be excellent already, but private signals more. $30,000 per child. 2 children cost $60,000. 3 children cost $90,000. The family earning $300,000 pays perhaps $180,000 after taxes. Housing takes $100,000. Transportation takes $20,000. Private school $60,000. That leaves 0 remaining for anything else. Actually less than 0 mathematically. That leaves debt as the only option. The trap is complete. Now the lifestyle maintenance trap covers everything else remaining. High earners develop expensive tastes unconsciously. Coffee becomes $8 lattes automatically. Groceries become organic specialty. Meals out become $200 dinners regularly. Clothing becomes designer labels exclusively. Vacations become five-star international experiences as standard. None of these individual choices seem unreasonable given the income level. All of them together consume whatever margin remained after big-ticket items completely. The high-earner family looks wealthy to everyone outside, lives wealthy by every appearance, feels wealthy most of the time, but has virtually no actual wealth. Their income passes through their lives without ever stopping to accumulate, a river of money that flows and flows endlessly but fills no reservoir whatsoever. Let me share the psychology that keeps people trapped in golden handcuffs permanently. Understanding these mental patterns is essential for breaking free from them. Comparison imprisonment is devastatingly effective among high earners. You do not compare yourself to the general population out there. You compare to other high earners. When everyone around you lives at a certain level, that level feels normal to you, necessary even. Minimal baseline. You are not trying to show off. You are simply trying to keep up with those around you. But keeping up with other trapped people just means joining them inside the same trap together. Hedonic adaptation erases the pleasure of upgrades almost immediately after purchase. The luxury car thrills for 2 months, then becomes just your regular car. The big house excites for one summer, then becomes just your home. The lifestyle that seemed elevated normalizes into baseline, requiring yet another upgrade for satisfaction. The endless cycle of adaptation, an exhausting treadmill. So you seek the next upgrade constantly, the next thrill experience, the next expansion level. But each new level normalizes just as quickly, requiring yet another sunk cost fallacy keeps you investing in the wrong direction continuously. You already bought the house, already established the lifestyle, already built the identity around it. Changing course means admitting the previous course was wrong entirely, means accepting losses already incurred painfully, means acknowledging years of mistakes made blindly rather than accept this psychological pain. People double down instead, continue funding the lifestyle, continue justifying the choices. Walking deeper into the trap, let me show you how to escape the golden handcuffs before they lock permanently around your wrists. 6 strategies that actually work for high earners. Escape strategy 1 is the wealth ratio wake-up call. Calculate your net worth now and compare it to your lifetime earnings total. Add up every paycheck ever. Compare that total to your current net worth now. If you have earned $2 million over your career and have net worth of $200,000, your wealth ratio is only 10% total. 90% of everything you ever earned has vanished completely into lifestyle choices made over the years. This calculation produces shock in most high earners instantly. The number does not lie to you. The money came in and the money simply disappeared. Escape strategy 2 is the lifestyle audit with brutal honesty required. List every expense completely, every subscription, every payment category. See where money goes. Most high earners have never actually done this exercise before. They earn enough that tracking seemed unnecessary. Abundant income with unexamined spending produces zero wealth. The audit reveals shocking realities hidden in plain sight. $1,500 monthly on dining out alone, $800 on subscriptions barely ever used, $2,000 monthly on shopping that produced things now completely forgotten. The numbers add up to explain exactly why high income produced absolutely no wealth. Escape strategy 3 is the identity separation work. This is the hardest work, but the most important. You must separate your identity from consumption patterns. Who you are cannot depend on what you buy or own. The car you drive is transportation, not identity. The house you occupy is shelter, not self-worth. The brands you wear are fabric, not character definition. The restaurants you frequently go to serves just food, not status symbols. Deliberate psychological work is required here. Escape strategy 4 is the stealth wealth transition approach. Reduce lifestyle gradually rather than dramatically overnight. Sudden visible downgrades trigger social questions. Cancel subscriptions nobody actually sees externally. Reduce dining out frequency slightly over time. Choose slightly less expensive options when nobody will notice the difference. Direct the savings to investments immediately upon receiving them. over 12 to 24 months. These stealth reductions compound into substantial savings quietly accumulated. Escape Strategy 5 is the income expansion, not lifestyle expansion commitment forever. Make a rule that cannot be broken under any circumstances going forward permanently. Every future income increase goes entirely to wealth building from now on, not partially allocated, entirely dedicated. Raises and bonuses flow directly to investments always. If you currently earn $200,000 and receive a $50,000 raise, you continue living on $200,000. Invest the entire $50,000 completely. This single rule is exactly how high earners actually build real wealth over time, not through deprivation suffering, through refusing to expand lifestyle with expanding income. Strategy 6 is the Freedom Fund Focus approach. Create an account specifically designated as your personal escape fund from the golden handcuffs permanently. This money represents eventual liberation from the golden handcuffs completely. Every dollar in this account is a dollar purchasing your future freedom to choose. Name the account something personally motivating to you. Track its growth visibly and regularly. Understand this fund is purchasing something more valuable than any lifestyle element. It is purchasing the option to leave anytime, the option to change everything, the option to live differently. Finally, freedom is what you are actually buying. When this fund reaches 2 years of living expenses, you suddenly have options most high earners never achieve. You can negotiate from strength. Finally, you can walk away from toxic situations confidently. You can pursue meaning over money. Finally, the handcuffs begin to unlock and fall away from your wrists. Let me share what life looks like on the other side of this trap. Finally, imagine earning $200,000 and spending only $100,000 deliberately. This creates a massive gap for wealth building. The remaining $100,000 goes entirely to investments every single year consistently. Within 5 years, you have over $600,000 invested. Within 10 years, you approach $1.5 million in investments accumulated. That portfolio generates $60,000 to $75,000 annually in returns passively. You are now halfway to replacing your entire spending through passive income alone completely. Work becomes increasingly optional with each passing year forward. The handcuffs are now fully unlocked and lying on the ground behind you. This is not fantasy at all. This is simply math applied consistently over time. The same high income that creates high income poverty can create high income wealth instead. The only difference is where the money flows after it arrives. You do not need to earn more money necessarily. You need to keep more of what you already earn. You do not need a higher income level. You need a wider gap between income and expenses consistently. You do not need more success externally. You need to redefine what success actually means. The golden handcuffs only have power if you believe the lifestyle they fund is necessary for happiness. Question that belief and handcuffs begin weakening immediately. Reject that belief entirely and the handcuffs fall away completely forever. The power was always in your mind. The prison was always your own construction. In 2026, more high earners are trapped than ever before in history. Social media displays lifestyles that become comparison is constant and toxic. It's a modern trap amplified. The pressure to appear successful consumes the resources needed to become actually successful in reality. Appearance defeats substance every day for millions of people. You have seen through the illusion now completely. You understand exactly how the trap works mechanically. You know all the escape routes available to you. What you do with this knowledge determines whether you build wealth or continue building a prison disguised as success. The choice is entirely yours. Now, if this video exposed a trap you did not fully see before, subscribe right now, because I reveal the hidden patterns keeping people financially stuck regardless of income. Drop a comment below telling me if you recognized yourself anywhere in this video. Honestly, share it with a high earner you care about who might be trapped. The golden handcuffs are only golden on the outside. Inside, they are chains like any other chains. Beautiful prisons are still prisons completely. Time to break free from the golden handcuffs forever. Time to build real wealth instead of impressive appearances. Time to choose substance over surface. I will see you in the next video where we continue breaking chains and building real wealth together. Stay free, stay focused, stay wealthy-minded.